In today's video, I'm going to tell you exactly how I became a full-time creator with no social media following, and I'm going to share with you a secret tool that I use to change my life. Who is a full-time creator? Now, a full-time creator can be a content creator, an influencer, a photographer, a videographer, the list goes on, a video editor. Now, if you're someone who belongs to any of these categories, so you do this for a living, this video is absolutely for you. At the end of this video, you have a clear understanding of how to go full-time, how to deal and navigate unstable income, how to create a sustainable career as a creator, and finally, how to build a life that you want. Over the past 2 years since I started my agency, I've made over $250,000. And the big question I always get is, how did I do this? In this video, I want to help you get there. First thing that's important to discuss is, how did I do it? I had a really early start in my career. From 2011 to 2016, I was a photographer. I was doing weddings, I was taking portraits, I was doing events, trying to figure out a way to tell stories and express myself. I was really young, and for the most part, I was navigating making money as a freelancer, but it wasn't much. I was making $100 here, $250 here, and at some point, I fell out of love for photography, but my passion for storytelling didn't stop. So in 2016, right after I graduated from university, I didn't really want to take the traditional route of getting a job, because in my third year, I was an intern at Family Social Services with the local government, and I absolutely hated it. So right after university, I applied for my MFA in filmmaking at the New York Film Academy, and I got accepted. So I was now moving to New York. A few weeks into moving to New York, I get the opportunity of a lifetime to direct a music video for a really big artist, and I took it. For the next 3 years, I kept on directing videos. I directed a movie, and at this point, I'm navigating living in a new country, going to film school, and also freelancing. This was the point where I needed a way to make sure I was hitting my financial goals, to make sure I understood how to balance my income, right? Because if you're a freelancer, you know how the income is, right? And I remember when I graduated from film school, it was now me against the world. So this was the point where I decided to create the Dream Pie. And the goal for me was to create structure, to have a clear understanding of what I wanted my financial goals to be, and to pretty much use this tool as a way to develop a plan that little did I know would end up creating the future that I have today. For the Dream Pie, the first thing to consider is, what is your dream yearly income? Let's say, for example, your dream yearly income is $10,000. Now, the pie, I created it into 4 categories, and each category is assigned a percentage. The first one is your urgent income. Your urgent income is, I assigned it to be 30% of the Dream Pie. The next one is your important income, which is going to be 20%. The third one is your not urgent income, which is 20%, and your not important income would be 30% as number 4. If your goal is to make $10,000, it means your urgent income is 30%, that would be $3,000. Your important income would be $2,000. Your not urgent income is another $2,000, and your not important income is $3,000. The second thing that you have to ask yourself is this dream goal realistic? Am I actually able to make $10,000 per year? Third question is, what skills do I have? While I was doing my master's, I was also a freelance video editor. The fourth question that you have to think about is, how much should Donald charge for video editing? It depends. It depends on the type of client I have. It depends on the type of project. So another thing you can do to have clarity is to niche down, because you can be a video editor who edits documentaries, fashion videos, YouTube videos, feature films, skits, the list goes on. I believe that you have to become an expert in at least 2 categories, because this is going to help you evaluate the demand for what type of videos you want to be editing, what areas you want to strengthen your skills, and what are the different tools that you even need to become the best editor you can be. With video editing, you need to choose the right software based off of what the output is. You need to choose the right plugins, effects, color grading, that way you can know what you can focus your time on. By evaluating the demand for this type of videos, let's say, for example, Donald chose to edit YouTube and online content videos. At that time, editing feature films wasn't the best use of my time, right? Because it takes you like 3 months to edit a feature film, but I was also going to school. So I needed something that I could edit that wouldn't take me more than 48 hours to do and would also pay really good. So let's say, for example, Donald charges $200 per YouTube video that he edits. This means that to get to the dream goal of $10,000, Donald needs to edit 15 videos to hit that 30% of his urgent income. He needs to edit another 10 videos to hit the important income of 20%. He needs to edit another 10 videos to hit the not urgent income, which is another 20%. And then he needs to edit another 15 videos to hit the not important income, which is the fourth one. In total, Donald needs to edit 50 videos at the rate of $200 to be able to hit his real goal of $10,000. Now the goal isn't that far anymore. You can clearly see how many videos it's going to take. So if you charge $200 and you edit 40 videos at the end of the year, you can clearly articulate that there's no way I'm going to reach my goal. Or at the end of a month, you're like, let's even see, how many videos do you have to edit in a month? 50 divided by 12. So you have to edit at least 4 videos. So every month, if you're not editing on average 4 videos, you already know that there's no way you're going to hit your goal as a video editor building your dream pie. Now Donald has a choice to make. He can clearly see that all he needs to do to get his urgent and important income, which is 50% of the goal, is to just edit 25 videos at the rate of $200. This becomes extremely clear when you think about it like this, because you might be asking, how do I determine my urgent income? I think your urgent income should always be 30% of your goal. And your urgent income should be your realistic income. You're someone who makes $3,000 guaranteed. Your $3,000 is your urgent income. Now, if you're trying to figure out what your dream goal should be, your dream goal should be 70% on top of that $3,000, which is going to be $7,000. Your 30% should be able to take care of your living expenses, should be able to take care of your feeding, should be able to make sure you have a little bit of money and things that you need around. This is the money that without it, you're nothing. I don't know if that's something right to say, but without it, you're nothing. Another question you might be asking is, how can I ever charge $200? And where do I get clients from? This brings us to the next stage of the dream pie. Remember when I said your urgent income needs to be your guaranteed income, right? The money you know you are 100% going to make. And for me, that was Upwork. So my first 30% was using Upwork. I was a video editor on Upwork. I had my skills and I had my portfolio on Upwork, and I would constantly apply to jobs because Upwork is a platform that helps connect clients to freelancers. So clients who put out, hey, I'm looking for a video editor and my budget is this. Sometimes when the budget is higher or lower, Upwork still gives you the ability to apply. So you can always apply, and if you're charging $250 and you feel like you have the skills and the portfolio to match it, it's just good because having that flow of clients, it's easier than doing cold outreach, for example. Imagine you had to email 200 people. I'm a video editor, these are my services, and you're not getting any response. The difference with Upwork is you're actually on a platform with people who are looking for those services. They've already taken that first step, just an easier way to get guaranteed clients. Nothing is guaranteed, but in my experience, Upwork is guaranteed. And I think another cool thing about Upwork is it gives you pricing power. You're able to set a price and stick with it. And obviously you're allowed to negotiate if you feel like the project that has reached out to you is something that makes sense or is worth reducing your price. I would advise never reduce your price by more than 10%, just because you don't want anything that's going to affect your goal. And you also need to make sure your other areas of income, so your important, you're not urgent, and you're not important, can also help you supplement the difference. Now, the second part is your important income, which is 20%. Now for this, I focused on client referrals. This looks like clients that you've already worked with in the past, offering them discounts for recommendations or offering them discounts for people who they know you can reach out to that would need your service. If you can offer a client a discount for them to also give you a very good review on your Upwork, that also helps you in the long run. People using Upwork, one thing I would advise is figure out a way to start getting your clients' emails and getting them off of Upwork, because in later videos, I'm going to explain to you why that is important. So you get to meet a lot of cool people who are willing to pay for your services on Upwork, but we want to use it to create our dream business down the line. Subscribe for that video. Your third one is your not urgent income. This is another 20% of the dream pie. In this, I focused on low and medium ticket platforms like Fiverr. I think Fiverr is a really good platform because it serves as a buffer. You know, if you're focused on your urgent and your important income, which is now like 50%. So now you're not only making 100% of the money that you already expected, but now you're making another 20% on top. Now we're looking for this extra 20% to give us that like lifestyle benefit. This is like, I'm trying to travel and go to Dubai type of like, you know, just saying. Anyway, for your not urgent income, you know, you're looking for that buffer. And I really like Fiverr because Fiverr gives you the ability to set different prices. So let's say you're charging $60 for a 1 minute video, $80 for a 3 minute video, and $100 for a 5 minute video. And the really cool thing about Fiverr is you're not really penalized by not accepting deals, but you want to some of the time. You want to use it as a buffer. So those videos that you know you can crush in 3 hours, you take it, you do it, now you have some extra income. And this is where your not urgent income, or the final stage of you even trying to earn direct money, ends, because the other part of the pie, which is your not important income, this is 30%. And for me, while I was editing, I looked at this as where can I exchange my time for money? Because obviously if the goal is $10,000, this is $3,000. But you don't necessarily need this $3,000. You can think about it like this, like how can I pay myself $3,000 to do things with my time that would potentially be valuable in the future? Examples of this is content creation. So this looks like starting a YouTube channel and talking to people about your editing services. This looks like selling digital products, posting on Instagram, posting on TikTok, and creating a community of people who are interested in knowing about your personality and you as a video editor. Depending on the decisions that you make, this might be the most important part of the pie. Life, to me, is an investment, and your actions today determine your financial goal in the future. So yes, your dream goal might just be 10,000. I think the first step to getting to financial freedom is having a concrete plan. I hope this video has helped you. I hope you use the dream pie as a tool to help you create the life that you want. This tool changed my life, and it helped me get to the point where I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year. And this is the same tool that still helps me today, and it's a tool that is potentially going to help me grow my businesses to millions and millions of dollars. And just as a hint, if you didn't know, I'm recording a video on YouTube right now is because this is my 30%. YouTube is my not important part of the pie. So we're not making money from YouTube, so subscribe. And yeah, I hope you get to become a full-time creator if you're really passionate and you're ready to do the work. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.